Michael Todd versus Vitaly Laletin.
I believe Vitali possesses power similar to Ermes Gasparini. This will be a very difficult match for both competitors. In my opinion, Vitali wins, perhaps 3-2. His primary advantage is his incredible endurance for a super heavyweight and his ability to recover very quickly between rounds, possibly better than Michael. While Michael's endurance within a round might be similar, Vitali's faster recovery could be key. I foresee many fouls for Vitali in this match. I do think Michael can stop Vitali and potentially win rounds. Vitali has extremely strong rising ability and fingers, and this will likely be a strap match. His strategy should be to get a high grip and pull towards pronation, climbing higher and higher on Michael's hand, then using a little back pressure to secure the pin, as Ermes did against Michael. I don't see a flop press being effective, nor a flash pin working against Michael. Maybe once or twice if Michael isn't ready, but not more. Pulling against Todd near the pad is tough. He's very strong in that position, and you lose a lot of power. Overall, it's a very close match. I'd give Vitali maybe a 52% or 53% chance to win.
Gennady Kvikvinia versus Ibrahim Sago.
I think it's too much weight for Gennady to lose, and too fast. It's hard. Sago has an uncomfortable movement for Gennady. Remember Gennady versus Devin Larratt. Devin went to Gennady's bicep because of the previous injury. Sago does the same. Ibrahim is too fast for Gennady to counter that way initially. Gennady has a very strong flop press, but Sagov's technique makes it hard to get into a flop press because he uses his shoulder so much. I think 55-45 to Sago.
Matt Mask versus Nugo Chicagazi.
I think Nugo wins. Personally, I'd like Matt Mask to win because I really enjoy watching his matches. He's very interesting. However, I know how strong Nugo is. He defeated Petro Marharant twice, once more outside and once inside. I believe Nugo possesses the best style for defeating top rollers, utilizing his entire body, strong hold, and back pressure. Even in afterpulls, Nugo handled Devin Larratt easily multiple times. In my view, Nugo and Marharant are top 3 at 105 kilos. I predict this match 60-40 in favor of Nugo.
Camil Jablonsky versus Geranov.
My view is that any top roll position for Geranov means he loses against Camil. Geranov's only path to victory is the hook. I believe Camil has immense left arm pressure without even needing his wrist. I don't think anyone has 100 kilos of back pressure to hold Camil defensively in that spot. Camil can press 100 kilos easily, and nobody stops him. Even Devin Larratt, a great top roller, couldn't stop Camil's press. Geranov is a master of the hook and would win for sure if he gets into it perfectly, but overall, I think Camil has a better chance in this match.
Todd Hutchings versus Rustin Babayv.
I think it's 60-40 in favor of Rustin Babayv.
Arthur Macarov versus Daniel Pupshuk.
I don't know. I see it as 50-50. They are very close in power level. I'd like to pick Daniel, but I don't think that's accurate because a win is possible for both Macarov and Daniel. It's possible for Daniel to top roll Artur. We've seen that Daniel's top roll was very effective against Alan Zoloev. My observation is that when Macarov gets stopped, he loses about 70% of the time. But maybe this match will be different.
Lynn versus David Samushia.
I think Samushia wins. It will be a very hard, very tough match. I favor Samushia primarily because I don't believe Lynn possesses the same level of endurance. Paul might make the first 1 or 2 rounds very difficult, perhaps even win them, but after that, I think he'll fade. I don't see him being able to win 3 rounds against Samushia's endurance.
Ivan Machenko versus Serhii Kalinichenko.
It's a close match. Ivan is one of the best arm wrestlers, a legend from maybe 15 years ago. He has a very strong wrist and a fast cup. He's very smart, with a high table IQ, so I need to be careful. I have a very good top roll, and I think it's possible to top roll him, but for the last 2 months, I've trained only the hook. In my opinion, we'll end up in a hook match. My plan is to get into a position that's about 50% hook, 50% top roll right off the start. Once I stop Ivan, I might fully commit to the hook, stay on my brachialis, or even transition to a flop press if the opportunity shows up, although that's tough against his pronator control. I'm ready, and I believe in myself to win.
Joseline Brisson versus Eglabite Coutin.
I really don't know. When I predict men's matches, I usually have some knowledge of how they train and their power levels. But in this case, I don't have enough information about these athletes. I'll say 50-50.
Georgi Tsvetkov versus David Dadikian.
I was surprised when Dadikian beat Alex Kurdecha. For this match, I pulled Kurdecha left-armed 5 days ago. In my opinion, Tsvetkov's left-arm top roll is much better. Tsvetkov has 100% better pronation and amazing endurance. His top roll is something special. It's very hard to open Georgi Tsvetkov in his defensive position. I know this from pulling his right arm, and I'm sure his left is similar. It's a very tough match. I'd give Tsvetkov maybe 48% chance, making Dadikian the slight favorite at 52%.
Petro Marharin versus Lachlan Adair.
I think it's a hook match. My opinion is it won't be fast, but Marharin wins 3-0. Marharin isn't a fast puller, but everyone at 105 kilos who goes into a hook with him loses. Everyone. I believe Marharin is top 3 in the 105 kilos class. I've trained and competed against him many times, and I only beat him once in my life, in a hook. Now he trains smarter and maintains much better pronator control within the hook, unlike before when he might have given it up. I predict Petro will stop Lachlan, and each round might take 5 to 6 seconds, but Marharin will win 3 times. This isn't just because he's my friend, it's genuinely my assessment.
Zurab Tabridze versus Georgi Tautiev.
It's very hard to predict. I think it's 50-50. Tautiev possesses a very good top roll, while Zurab has very strong side pressure. Anything is possible in this matchup.